Hi viewers, Namaste. This video is done in reverential memory of one of the greatest sages of that is Jagadguru Adi Shankaracharya. Coming to today's topic is about Diksha. Diksha means providing vision to see the path. The word Diksha is composed of two Sanskrit words, Da and Iksha. Da means giving and Iksha means sight. The process of initiation or Diksha is literally the process of providing the capability to see. While there are hundreds of different kinds of Dikshas for different types of situations, all of them fall under 5 broad categories. They are Vak Diksha, Sparsha Diksha, Samaya Diksha, Mano Diksha and Shambhavi Diksha. Before we understand what each of these mean, let us see why there are so many varieties of them. There have been so many masters who realized divinity within themselves, who laid down many different paths based on the skills, tendencies, and capabilities of the seeker. Some people are strongly endowed with emotion, while some are strongly endowed with intellect. Some people find it easier to take charge of external activity in the world, while some are more skillful in taking charge on internal energies of the body. Each one of us is differently capable when it comes to our levels of intellect, emotions, activity and focus. If people who have a cutting intellect are put on the path of devotion or bhakti, they will lose respect for the process and fall out of it in no time. If you ask people with a strong emotional responses to look at everything intellectually, they will find the entire process extremely frustrating. This is precisely why so many different spiritual paths have been laid out by the masters, based on what works best for different kinds of spiritual seekers. All of these paths, of course, lead to the same truth. Ekam sat vipraha bahuda vadanti. It is one truth that is presented differently by different masters. Coming to the different types of Dikshas, the simplest of them is Vak Diksha. In this process, a guru reveals the path and the process either through a mantra or a demonstration. The main medium of communication here is speech or walk. This kind of an initiation is most helpful when the tool being given to work on oneself is a chant. The disciple is supposed to hear, memorize and repeat the sound, even if it is okay for the disciple can chant it out loudly in the beginning. The objective of Vak Diksha is to internalize this sound to such an extent that it starts reverberating within oneself as a constant companion. Continuous practice of this chant will slowly fructify as mantra. Since the medium of communication here is speech, this type of initiation can be set up by the guru to be transmitted from one disciple to the next. The next form of Diksha is Sparsha Diksha, where the master touches the disciple to transmit the awakened energy within his or her own self into the disciple. This can be thought of as a process of induction. The sparsha or contact can vary from as intimate as a hug to as distant as being poked with a stick also. There has also been an instance of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa being given a sparsha diksha by the Guru Totapuri by pressing a sharp stone against his forehead. The medium of communication in sparsha diksha is touch, and it used to bring the disciple to a state of experience or perception. This form of Diksha is more immediate in terms of results than Vak Diksha, but it takes a certain intimacy and trust between the master and the disciple. The next form of Diksha is Samaya Diksha, where the process of guidance happens through a ritual. This culture has seen elaborate rituals using specific objects like copper, silver, and gold that are extremely good conductors of energy. These rituals may also use yantras and processes involving naturally occurring substances that carry a lot of prana or life or energy within them. Some simple examples of these are milk, turmeric, camphor, sandalwood, lemons, and so on. This type of initiation is even more direct than Vak and Sparsha Diksha, as it employs both internal energies as well as external support to guide the seeker forward. Since the medium of communication here is a ritual, this type of initiation like Vak Diksha can be set up by the Guru to be transmitted from one disciple to the next. The next two forms of initiation are done at a subtler level and are hard to express through words. Mano Diksha is the process of initiation that happens at the level of Manas, which is not exactly the mind. Manas is seen as a subtler dimension of the human body, which carries memory. When a seeker is initiated at this level, the process shines as a light from within. Even if the seeker is unaware of its physical presence, while Vak Diksha, Sparsha Diksha, and Samaya Diksha need the seeker to continuously keep the process up in order to find results. Mano Diksha takes charge from within and drives finally the most intimate of initiations is called Shambhavi Diksha. While Vak Diksha, Sparsha Diksha, and Samaya Diksha need the seeker to continuously keep the process up in order to find results, Mano Diksha takes charge from within and drives the seeker towards the results. Finally, the most intimate of initiations is Shambhavi Diksha, as we discussed. This can happen only when there is an utmost intimacy between the seeker and the Guru, because here the master imparts a part of their own self into the seeker. The literal meaning of Shambhavi is belonging to Shambhu and one of the forms of Lord Shiva. This is also one of the names of goddesses Shakti. There is extensive praise of the power of Shambhavi across yogic literature. This process of initiation is kept extremely secretive in the tradition because this is something that requires a great level of capability and commitment from the Guru. It is generally demanded and deemed unwise to use this method to initiate seekers who are not committed to uphold the path and the process. Imparting one's own self into a disciple who may not commit to the path may even end up harming the Guru, but if a disciple is committed in the process, there is no quicker way to growth than this kind of an initiation. This is why Shambhavi Diksha is seen as one of the highest forms of initiation. So, is Diksha or initiation important to progress quickly in the spiritual path? Yes, it is. It is a question of having guidance and improving efficiency. A very simple analogy would be when your objective is to win at the Olympics, you can train on your own, but having a coach set a vision for you and guide you along the process makes the process less frustrating, more focused and fruitful. Process makes the process less frustrating, more focused and fruitful. This is exactly what Diksha is all about. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you wish to support the production of more videos like these, consider becoming a subscriber. Consider subscribing to the Villages channel, where we explore hidden gems in the vast world of diverse Sanskrit literature. Thank you, viewers. Thank you so much. Bye bye.